it's Megan. I am back here with another video for you guys. It's mostly going to be about eBay. As you guys know, they've made a lot of changes on the platform over the last few months, and I just kind of wanted to talk about how I've changed and adapted to these changes since eBay has kind of started, I wouldn't say forcing them on people, but if you want to be a top rated plus seller, which I have always been, I am trying really hard to maintain the standards that they want. So I kind of just wanted to break down all the methods that I've been trying to utilize on the platform now, and my sales have been fairly steady. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys. So the main thing that I've changed in my business, obviously to become a top rated plus seller still, was free returns. Initially, I was very against it, like most people. I was doing free shipping prior to doing free returns, but even with doing free shipping, I did notice a huge increase in my returns anyways. So for me, I'd rather have free returns, charge shipping, and at least get that 10% discount at the end of the month off my final value fees. And since I've been doing free returns, I honestly haven't seen an increase in my return rate. Do I think some people will definitely try to abuse that policy? Of course, there's always someone who will try to abuse something like that, but at the end of the day, I do think eBay, when you opt into free returns, they give you a lot more options to handle the return versus if you didn't do them, offer free returns at all. And when I do offer free returns, I don't refund the original cost of shipping, so I'm not eating that extra cost. And usually when I do get a return, it's because of fit, and I usually don't have any problem reselling the item fairly quickly once I get it back. I've heard a couple other eBay sellers talk about this before, but you can just go into your solds and click relist, and because it has like selling history, usually it tends to sell a little bit faster because there's already history of someone buying it before. So that's usually what I do once I get something returned to me. Another thing I utilize is promoted listings. I've gone back and forth with what percentage that I want to use. For now, I only use 1%. For me personally, considering that they don't really give that much detailed information, I don't think it's fair for me to give up 5-10% extra on top of what I'm already paying eBay, considering they're not really giving me you know, broken down impressions and just detailed information that I do think other platforms offer, considering I'm paying a lot for it. And it doesn't really say anything besides like your item sold and this is what your fee was. So for me personally, I have done it on different percentages too, and when you search for your item, a lot of times with promoted listings, I would see my regular listing and then my promoted listing on the exact same page. So like I said, I don't really know. I know it's fairly new within the last year. I just don't know how beneficial it is, and I don't necessarily trust it fully. So for me, only offering 1% is as much as I'm willing to give right now. And I do make a few sales here and there from it, nothing crazy. But yeah, but since now I sell on Poshmark, I don't really think it's necessary for me to give up a lot more percentage. And since I am no longer doing free shipping, I am doing a promotion of buy two get free shipping. I do want my customer to spend more money and kind of work for the free shipping if they want it, and I do think it's a really good incentive to get people to buy multiple items from me. I primarily do try to source a lot of plus size items, since, you know, majority of America is plus size, and I do think it's a great way to build up repeat buyers, which I have over the years selling on eBay. I keep my style very similar, and like, you know, bohemian lace type pieces that are unique that a lot of people can't necessarily just go out and find. And I focus on like extra large, 1X, 2X, 3X Again, just things that aren't easy to just go out and buy anywhere. The next thing that I've been utilizing is auctions. I've decided to start doing daily auctions. Obviously, once I have a store, a middle store, which is the premium, which is $60 a month, and I get 500 auctions a month, it is easy to fly through those since auctions only last a week. But for me, it's a way of almost paying for advertising, because obviously when you type in anything into eBay, auctions always show up first. They're always ending the soonest, they're always the cheapest. So for me, always having auctions end every day definitely drives traffic to the rest of my items in my store, and I do notice every day I've had auctions ending, I get a huge boost in regular sales as well. So yeah, definitely loving auctions. I also just think it's a great way to just constantly be moving inventory. As I've said in other videos, like since I shop mostly at the bins and I'm getting so much product constantly, I don't really have a lot of investment or money caught up in items, so for me it's not that hard to sell things for like $4 or $5 on auction. I always charge about $6 shipping on auctions, so the average price for most of my auctions are about $10 to $9. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that all my listings are mostly best offer with charge shipping at this point. I don't really see myself ever taking best offer off. A lot of times people offer $2 or $3 less than my asking price, and which I'm completely fine with. Like I said, because my cost of goods is so low, like a lot of times I'll have something for $20, people will offer me $18 or $17, which is great, and I just accept it. Obviously, the downside with eBay still is when you accept offers, they don't necessarily pay right away always, which is kind of annoying, and I hope at some point, especially with the new payment system they're going to be rolling out, having their payment information on file when they're agreeing to send an offer, that they're already agreeing to pay you that amount, so I'm not waiting endless amounts of days opening unpaid item cases, because that can be a little frustrating. But for the most part with best offers, I don't usually have a problem with that. I always make sure I send an invoice right after, and usually I get a payment within a day or two. So those are all the changes I've made to my eBay business so far. I have no doubt that they will have another update in the fall, and I'll probably have to rework some things again. But for now, I'm really, like I said, utilizing all these different parts of eBay: auctions, promotions, promoted listings, best offer, and since I'm doing Poshmark now too, I'm just giving myself the best chances I can to make my items sell as quickly as possible. So I hope you guys got some helpful information from this video, and let me know in the comments how you've been working through all the new eBay changes, and if they've affected you in any way, or what you're changing to your business recently. I would love to know, and I look forward to talking to you in my next video.